Good morning, sunshines. I hope that you are doing well. Well, today it's another high 90 degrees and humid and all the things, but it's summer, so it is what it is. So I want to get out here early and try to get these Buddleias, aka butterfly bushes, in the ground. And so I have 4 butterfly bushes already on the property. I have 3 that are by the proven winter, and they are Puxta Blue. They do okay. I've had them in the ground for, I don't know, I feel like 2 seasons, 3 seasons, and I think I do need to relocate them, but they're doing okay. They're starting to put on buds, and they're just not standing out the way this proven winter Buddleia is. Now, I was looking for the tag. I did not find the tag, but I know it's proven winters. I was also trying to find the video when I planted it up, but I couldn't find it. But this butterfly bush is looking absolutely gorgeous. The butterflies that have entered my yard, butterfly bushes do attract butterflies. That's been my experience. The other day I was sitting out in the yard and oh my gosh, I was able to capture, and I don't know the name of the butterfly, like the type, but it is absolutely gorgeous. It was so beautiful. The beautiful yellow. It was huge. It let me photograph it and all the things. It was just so beautiful. And then I was able to capture another one that was orange, and that one seems to be around more often. And even when I came out this morning, that orange one was in the garden. And so this particular butterfly bush is outstanding. Like, I love it. But what I also found out is that butterfly bushes are okay to be in the chicken run. And so you all know I've been working on the chicken run. I'm getting more plants in there than I thought I would. I've been working on chicken run, and so I bought a few to go in there, actually 6 to go inside of the chicken run. And then I have 2 for 2 other areas. And so what I picked up was, I have the white butterfly bush, that's what I'm just calling it, white, the purples, and I didn't have pink. I was able to find this pink one right here. And all of these butterfly bushes are by Butterfly Candy. And so they have names. So this Buddleia, it says Little Taffy. So that is the name of the pink one, Little Taffy. And all of these butterfly bushes get approximately 2 to 3 feet high and wide. So they stay a little compact compared to the other varieties that get really big and tall, which I think I need to get my hands on some of those too, especially for the chicken run. And so I was able to pick up that one. So I have a place I want to put the pink one, or Little Taffy, and then the white one is called Little Coconut. And so that's the same specs. And then the purple one, the one that blooms purple, is called Little Grape. So Little Coconut, Little Grape, and Little Taffy. And so I have places for all of them. So I want to stick another white one where I have the white one I have, although it's not the same brand, I still think I'm going to enjoy the blooms. It looks like these blooms will be smaller. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean them up just a bit. These all did come off the clearance rack, and I'm grateful. But once I found out that butterfly bushes were able to go in the chicken run, I was on a hunt. And I was like, perfect timing for me. And so I'm simply cutting off the spent blooms, trying to be careful not to cut off the blooms to come, because I don't think it's done flushing out. But all of these spent blooms that are up here, I'm going to go ahead and clean them up before I put them in the ground as much as possible. That way we'll be able to experience new blooms. So I do have a bunch of them. So let me do this. First, let me bring you in and show you what I'm doing. If you can't see, the sun keeps moving. So I'm working on this one. So all of these are spent blooms right here. So I'm just gonna go in. This one actually has a tag on it, but I'm gonna save that tag because unfortunately I don't have tags for other, but I'm just gonna go down in here and just simply cut the bloom off. And it still has some fresh blooms on it. Now, what was wrong with this plant? Why was it on clearance? Nothing, in my opinion, because all of them look as healthy as this one. This one, I'm going to go all the way down. I don't know if you can see it, but these blooms are spent. When I go down, these blooms, there's a new bloom right here. So I'm not going to leave that. So I'm going to go all the way down here and cut. Just want to clean it up a bit. So I think that's good right there. I'm going to miss a few, but so I'm going to do that to the rest of them before we get these planted up. I'm going to actually raise my umbrella and then get to work, and then we will get to planting. So guys, I made it over to the chicken coop and the chickens are locked up. We've been having so many hawks, like even, and I know you guys are tired of hearing about the hawks, but I just hate that I have to leave the chickens locked up when they have this big old space. Like even, we just have to keep them locked up. We've been having so many hawk sightings and it's been like 1 or 2 a day. One was right in the yard when I was sitting out here yesterday, and so, but anyways, they're locked up. The fruit trees are doing good. Since I'm in here, I'll give you an update. And then the other trees over here that we planted up, the other bushes, they're doing fine, but we had a really hard rain, and it just, because it's so muddy around it, they just look pretty, not the best, but they're fine. So, and the chickens haven't been bothering them. So anyways, with the butterfly bushes, I got 3 for each side. I've been trying to at least in the chicken run mimic, you know, everything on both sides, since this is kind of like the pathway, which we're not even sure if we still need. But anyways, for now, I'm going to keep this pathway open and I'm going to continue to plant on both sides. And so what I also discovered is that I have 3 different butterfly bushes. I told you all about little taffy, which is pink. I told you about little coconut, which blooms white. And I told you all about little grape, which blooms purple. I assumed because the container was purple that this one right here was little purple, but this is little lavender. And so how can I tell now? The containers are different. So the little lavender is in a light purple lavender container. Little grape is in a grape container. And so I think that's so cute how they kind of did that. And then of course, little coconut is in the white container. And so that's perfect because without even realizing, I got 2 of each. I thought I just had all little grape because I just grabbed the container and I didn't realize that the company kind of did it like that. I think that's so cute. I think the names are super cute too. So let's get these in the ground. So we have 1 for each side. These are going to go in the front, which I think would be great because we have the apple trees. They don't give color. We have those, what are they called? The bushes called again? Um, these bushes are called sage leaf willow. I should know, willows. And so they don't bring any color. And so that's fine. So I figured I would put these in front of the apple trees, kind of like 1 in between each or something like that, because they don't get too big, and that would help to fill in this front a little bit. I don't want to put them too close over because we store things there and it's kind of like a pathway to get to like the goat's food and stuff until we change that. So I'll back them up a bit, But anyways, let's get these little guys or girls in the ground. So over here it's probably not going to matter how far out I come, but I do want them to line up. So I definitely want the white little coconut in the middle. And then I will put, what are you? Little grape over here. And then let's grab little lavender. I think I'm going to move little, I don't know if y'all can see me over here, but little lavender over. I think I'm going to shift them a little bit. Or do I want to bring them in? I kind of have little lavender. You probably can't see, but kind of put little lavender over there where she would spill into the walkway a little bit. And then, so I'm wondering if I should shift them. No, I think I like that. Yeah, let's put little grape in. And apparently I like the names too, because I can't refrain from not calling them by their names. We're supposed to get some rain. Hopefully we do. But I did water them in. If we don't get the rain, I'll come back and water them again. I don't think they need any more water. No, I won't be watering them again. They don't need water. But Leah's like dry soil, from what I understand. And so they don't like their feet wet, as they call them, as much. So that's definitely enough. No more water for you. Oh, put it in the middle. Okay, let's get the other side done. Hey. Guys, this is turning out to be so good. Who would have thought that you can put plants with color in with chicken and they would not be toxic to them? That is my main concern, And so I continue to pull up plants, but Buddleia is one. I got to get a list together of the plants that I found and let you all know. Go over here. That little, this little grape is really little, but it'll catch up to the rest of them because the rest of them seem, you know, so much bigger. But yeah, and so, you know, once I find a plant, I'm starting to learn that, you know, it would probably be in my best interest to use multiple of the same plant in the area than to use things that may not work. So you never know. We maybe put in, this is not a Buddleia, those are weeds. We maybe put in more Buddleia in here. I might stick some more throughout. I know they need sun. I know they like dry soil, which is great, but I also know they need sun. So they should get plenty of sun up here. And that's why I don't want to plant that too far over because of that tree right there. I want to make sure this one gets sun. So I did the same thing over here that I did over there. We have the first one is going to be your little lavender. This middle plant is going to be your little coconut. And then the end plant is going to be your little grape. So all we have left is a little coconut and a little taffy to get in the ground. Let's do it. So guys, I just had to pause. When I was coming out the chicken coop, I looked at the roses. I had to go get a bucket of water because look what's inside of my roses. Those are Japanese beetles, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's definitely these. I don't know what those are. I don't know. I've been seeing these on lilies. If anyone knows, I don't know if you can see it, let me know. But this is definitely a Japanese beetle. I saw my first Japanese beetle on my poppy. The one poppy I left up had a Japanese beetle the other day. But I'm going to cut off all these branches. I'm going to have to sacrifice a rose. I got to put them in water. One moment. So I got them down and look at them trying to get out. So when I'm done planting up the rest of the last two of the butterfly bushes, I'm gonna go around and check all my plants. I didn't do that this morning because I just wanted to get this done before it got too hot. So I'm gonna go around and do my check like I always do. And now I know what to expect. I think one of them just flew away. Did I not put enough water? Oh no, they have to die. Okay. Let's go plant up these butterfly bushes. So here's where we're going to put the other butterfly bush. Wait a minute. So this is the other butterfly bush that I love. And y'all, live in action as I'm talking to y'all. Oh, there it goes. You see that beautiful? Like I said, I don't know the name of them. Oh, keeps flying away. You all see it? It's coming back. Please come back. It's right behind me. Not me chasing this butterfly, but this one hangs out. Let me move so it can come back and hang out. Okay, but that is the other. I walked away so that the butterfly can continue to enjoy. But they're so pretty. But look at this. If I was a butterfly, I would want to come to this butterfly bush as well. Oh my gosh. Do you say butterfly bush or do you say Buddleia? I say both. It depends on the day. But mainly I think I say butterfly bush. But look how big. Do you call it blooms? I call it blooms. The blooms are. Look at that. Just this. I love this one. I'll have to show you all the other ones. But anyways, where we planted the roses, right here, we planted the two roses that will fill in. And I think those will be 2 feet high and wide as well. They have those little dainty roses. So I think that the butterfly bush would fill out this spot well. The roses bloom pink. We have our Liatris that blooms purple. We have some Coreopsis that are yellow. We have a lot of things, a lot of yellow over here. I'm gonna mimic what's down there, although they're 2 different brands. I'm gonna put the white one right here. And then I'm gonna turn my attention to this garden space. I was looking the other day, like, where am I going to plant the other 2? And I want to tuck it in right in there. It's not even planted. I just sat it there, right in there. So These daylilies are doing awesome. Every year I say they gotta go, and then every year I change my mind. But anyways, I want to tuck it right here. There's nothing here. I recently pulled out a sedum and a lamb's ear in this area, and I tucked in some, what is that, phlox. That's the last thing I tucked in over here. So I want to tuck that in, and I feel like it would really fill out this spot right here. And so that way, when the daisies are gone, I'll have something coming up. I think that's how it would work. Are they out of bloom or in bloom? I don't know. They're blooming now and they have new buds on them. Anyways, that's where I'm going to tuck that. So let's go to the hill first and then come back over here. Ooh, the way that wind is blowing. Okay, so I just want to tuck it right a little up front, but in between the two roses. There's a little slant to this, so let me get a rock. Oops, I stepped on a plant. I'm always doing that. I do not trust this tripod, and I do not want it to fall. So I'm going to tuck it in right here between the rose bushes. This is like at a slant. So I'm going to try my best to dig and put it in here so it can be not leaning over. Oops, of course. So I think that's going to complement this area well. This is where I had the 3 Buddleias at before, and I moved them, and I don't remember why. So yeah, so pretty. So like I said, if it doesn't rain, I'll come and water it, but I don't think it needs any water. And I keep saying that because I want to remind myself so I don't forget if I need to water something, because the temperatures have been just so warm, and now it is so windy out. But this one right here I'm excited about, that I tucked in here. I think that's gonna be, and I don't know if you all can see me. I try to angle the camera hoping you all can see me down there, but there it is, down there in this little space. I think it's gonna be cute. Does this satisfy y'all? This satisfies me. I come out here every day and pick off the expired little lilies from yesterday, from the day before, and I just come out and pick them off. Does anyone else get any satisfaction in doing this? And of course we had big old rocks in the hole. Okay, anyways, everything is looking good. I'm excited. I'm excited about the chicken run over there. I'm excited about everything over here that's happening. And soon I'll see you to put more plants in the ground. Yeah, that's going to be it. Okay. So that's going to be it for today, guys. It is blazing out here. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to comment, because I will talk back. And don't forget to subscribe. If you've done all 3 of those things, thank you. But until next time, blessings. Bye.